So VSO, we're a development NGO that works through volunteers. That's what makes us special. We have been going for 55 years, which is quite a long time, so we sort of know what we're doing. And we work in over 30 countries around the world. Our main mission is about fighting poverty. It's about really building a fairer and more equal society, and that's why we are a development NGO. So the way we work at VSO is always working with a local partnership. And the idea is that by building capacity within that partnership, it means that when the VSO volunteer has left, there is something that's ongoing and sustainable afterwards. So that partner might be the government, it might be the district hospital, it might be a local teacher training college, it might be more strategic, it might be the Ministry of Health, supporting and helping them implement a change in policies. So capacity building really is at the centre of our model. So we think it's fantastic that the EU is really on the brink of recognising the value that volunteering has to further international development. And we're really looking forward to the instrument being adopted and put in place. And as a result of that, we've been part of the pilot schemes where the EU has rightly wanted to pilot, to learn from those pilots about how to do it effectively, and to make sure that whenever the larger scheme comes, that the rollout will be of sound quality and really make a difference and provide really good value for money. In the pilot schemes we've been involved in, we've had volunteers working in some really tough environments. So in South Sudan, in Pakistan, in Bangladesh. We have some volunteers now waiting to go to the Philippines who were due to go in December, who unfortunately now have to wait until January because of the recent hurricane there. So these are volunteers going into quite challenging situations, and they really need to be well prepared, well trained, they need to be well qualified, and in fact they're mid-career professionals who know what they're doing and are prepared to step forward and make a difference in the global community for the greater good. The EU programme is focused on humanitarian aid, and at VSO we know that volunteers are a really good way to make a long-term sustainable impact. And so the volunteers that we are in our pilot programmes are working very closely with partners on the ground to build their resilience to natural disasters and other emergencies. So for example, the volunteers that are due to go to the Philippines have got placements within the government departments in the municipalities in the Philippines, which are set up to strengthen their resilience and their preparedness for emergency action. So volunteers can make a difference before the disaster happens, as well as whenever the disaster has happened. So through our 55 years of experience, we know what good looks like. And good, first of all, looks like making sure that you've got really strong relationships with the local partners on the ground. If you haven't got those relationships, then you can't build the capacity of those partners for the long term. The second thing we need is to make sure that the volunteers are well prepared, and that's about their personal safety, but also about their technical skills, but finally and really importantly about what they're thinking, about their approach and their attitude to volunteer and walk alongside the partner and not fly in, tell people what to do and fly out again. And finally, the proof of the pudding, if you like, is in the development impact, it's in the results, and it's really important to us that we have good quality monitoring and evaluation on all the programmes we do, so that we can learn what worked, learn what didn't work, change and improve, but ultimately also demonstrate the value that the volunteers have brought to the programme.